All right, guys, welcome back.
Welcome back to the show.
And we're going to talk about Skip Bayless and how much of a clown he can be. I like Skip Bayless, but because he's an OU fan, but outside of that, I kind of find him extremely annoying. I do watch and listen to Undisputed mostly for Shannon Sharp and Joy Taylor because I love Shannon and Joy Taylor is amazing.
Yep.
But that type of journalism and the sports media in general is really annoying to me. Is like you just make the most outlandish takes that just get people talking and pissed off, really. And you don't even necessarily even believe them, which is I think is ridiculous. And the other thing I really find annoying about people like Skip Bayless is they're not consistent.
Yep.
The people they like the people they don't like they don't hold the same standard for people they do like.
Yep.
So Tom Brady, for instance, he turned the ball over in a situation he really needed not to. Even though he had a great game, he still turned the ball over and he didn't win the game because one of the big reasons because of that.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers has the same issue. He has a terrible defense, and I don't think he is really that good of a coach in my eyes either. And he really carries his team. And that one game against the Falcons, he threw a ton of yards, but he turned the ball over in a situation and cost his team the game.
Yeah.
And of course, Skip Bayless gave him all types of hell. But and saying that you gotta be that if you're that guy, you gotta make that play. But he gave all the excuses in the world for Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron Rodgers never has a good defense. They always give 1,000 points. And outside of this year, really, Tom Brady's had a great defense. The first 3 Super Bowls, he had elite defense. And 2007, they had a good defense. He didn't score that many points. And when they played the Giants again, they didn't score that many points on them. And when they beat the Hawks, they had a pretty good defense, and when they beat the Falcons, they had a pretty good defense. So outside of this year, they had really good defenses, or good to great defenses. So even though they don't have superstars, I think they have a couple Hall of Famers on these defenses.
Yeah.
So man, you just gotta be consistent. I think Aaron Rodgers doesn't get enough credit for how good he is because he doesn't have a good team around him, that's one of the reasons I don't like saying that Tom Brady's the greatest player ever. Because especially I don't think he's the greatest player ever because I think we overrate the quarterback position a little too much. I think it's such a team game, and you can argue he's not the greatest quarterback ever either because he's lost 3 games against a backup quarterback and Eli Manning, which he's not even that great of a quarterback in my eyes. He's probably going to be in the Hall of Fame. So, man, his legacy's a little tarnished, and Skip Bayless needs to be more consistent.
Yeah, it's like I was telling him off camera. You can have your analogies about any player. That's fine because it's all theories.
Yeah.
So you can have all the theories you want, but if a player messes up and has a big mistake in a game or makes any type of big mistake, they have to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just act like nothing happened.
Especially the greats.
Yeah, and if you're gonna bash or ridicule Rodgers for making a big mistake in a big playoff game, then you need to. And this is a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's not just a playoff game.
Yeah, and if they would have scored, they would have won that game pretty much.
Yeah. So if you're gonna ridicule one player for making a big mistake in a big game, you got to ridicule him too.
Yeah.
He just, like he said, you can't just treat this guy like he's a demigod and he can't be touched or something. Yeah. He's a human being too. He might be a crazy nut when it comes to preparing like a Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
But still, he's human. He makes mistakes, and he made a mistake right there, and you got to held him accountable for it, just like you do anybody else. And that's the thing about Skip. He kind of pick and chooses who he likes. Yeah. And he will put them on a giant pedestal. And
people he doesn't like, he's gonna go to war.
And he'll bash. Yeah. If there's anything he'll bash you about, he'll bash you to death with it.
Yeah.
He thinks Sean Lee for the Cowboys is the greatest linebacker. Shit, he thinks he's the greatest player in the fucking NFL, and he's not.
That's being a little hyperbolic, but he uses Sean Lee as an excuse for why the Dallas didn't have a good year. Dallas didn't have a good year because they lost their best player, and Dak Prescott's not as good as quarterback as we thought he was.
Yeah, your best player on that team is Ezekiel Elliott. I don't care what nobody else says. The best player on the team is Ezekiel Elliott, not Sean Lee. Sean Lee is a good defender. In my eyes, he's not even a Hall of Famer. So
he's not even the best player at his position.
Yeah, so like I said, you can have your analogies all day, but
you can have your biases as well. But the thing that Ryan and I try to do, and we want everyone else to do, is just be consistent. You can have people that you root for. Shady the Packers fan, I'm a Rams fan, both diehard OU fan, but we're consistent, man, and we're really consistent. We're really objective as much as we can be.
For example, like the games that we picked and we talked about on these shows of when Rodgers was down and we had Hundley, like pretty much if. What I'm saying is I could be a Skip Bayless and say, oh yeah, we're gonna win every game. We're fine.
Yeah.
No, I knew we were in trouble.
Yeah.
I knew we were gonna struggle.
They did.
And I gave my honest opinion. I'm not gonna sit here and there'll be no Packer bias and go, yeah, we're still a shit. We still gonna go to playoffs and win the Super Bowl. No, I knew we were gonna struggle. I knew. Hell, I didn't even think we were gonna get it to the playoffs, and we actually ended up getting there. So.
Close.
Yeah. So, we got in the wild card, but still.
You didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, we made it. Yeah, we lost really bad, but yeah, we made it and we lost really bad, and yeah. I knew, like I said, like he says, we're not biased. We don't try to be biased at all. We try to just give the best opinion we can give, and yeah, if it's saying my team sucks, well, it hurt. It's gonna hurt, but it's the truth, So, yeah, man. If you're gonna be a great analyst, you can't be like that.
Yeah.
You have to give your honest opinion.
Yeah.
And sure, you can have your favorites. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's like Shannon. He gives you an honest opinion, and his favorite player is LeBron. But he also points out when LeBron plays bad, and he does. He's another player that is a great player, but he messes up too. So.
He does.
Yeah, man, you got to give your honest opinion. You can't just act like other players are way better than other ones, and you can't put one on a pedestal and think he's just the greatest thing ever. Sorry.
And he's saying that Bill Belichick threw the game because he wanted to get back at Tom Brady, and the crap was
stupid as hell.
So ridiculous.
Stupid as hell.
So ridiculous.
He's not blowing a Super Bowl chance to win what, their seventh, sixth? Yeah, they're you're not going to tarnish your legacy just because you want to get back at somebody on your team. Come on, man. That is outlandish.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, man, that's really annoying, but yeah, that's all we really got to say about Skip, and that's pretty much all we're going to say about the Super Bowl. We're going to go to college football recruiting. We're going to come back from the break, and that's about it.